Hey, what's going on, guys? Arne Giske here from the MEC. Want to pop in for a very quick live stream for you guys, help you out on something that will be extremely important, help you guys add a layer of analysis, and just be smart about your business, your money, all that stuff coming up in 2019, and also reflect back on 2018. So one big thing I've been doing is, after pulling together all of my numbers from last year, we learn a lot. We were able to see where our money has been spent, where we are earning the most, what efforts are really paying off. And I want to run through a couple of quick exercises with you guys to help you out on this stuff. So I wanted to, first up, give a huge shout out to Rachel Michaelov and her team over at Empire Tax. They're helping me out with all this stuff. Super amazing, top-notch support. So if you guys do need tax services, bookkeeping, CFO role, all of that kind of stuff, hit them up. They will be able to help out, and they have an amazing top-notch team. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what processes I'm going through to be able to better understand my money going into this year and look at it from last year. So if you guys are watching this live, go ahead and say what's up, say hello. If you guys are on the replay, go ahead and type replay down in the comments. And I just wanted to make a quick stream for you guys, help you out, and get your money right. So let's get into it. So the first step we are doing is analysis. So analysis is looking at, okay, here is all the money in, here's all the money out, and I want to take that another couple of layers for you guys. So we're going to be able to break it down into every little category, from marketing, travel, expenses, team, taxes, all this different stuff. And when you start to see like, whoa, okay, we spent $40,000 on travel last year. All right, that's a lot. Was all of that travel, adding more to the business? Was I doing, business travel? Was I going to events? Was I networking? Was I hosting events? All this different stuff that I can see, okay, cool. So we spent, X amount here. Did that really give a return? I don't know. So that's where we get into number two, inputs and outputs. So for example, an input might be, all right, I went to, 3 industry events, or I hosted, 6 meetups. Let's say if I hosted 6 meetups and, I spent, time, travel, and, I bought all the dinner for everybody or something like that. Okay, that's a little hidden secret. So if any of you guys have ever been to my offline meetups, you'll know that pretty much I always buy dinner for everybody. So next time I host one, you better come because dinner's on me. So if you guys would come to a meetup that I host, just let me get a hell yeah in the comments down below. I want to make sure you guys are listening, and that if I came to your town, you would want to hang out and do an MEC meetup, because we've done dozens of them over the years. But anyways, I have to look at, okay, cool. Like, oh wow, I might have spent X amount on a certain trip. Like, was that really worth it? Should I go to that conference again? What do I think? And looking at stuff like software, just looking at stuff like tools and contractor expenses and all this stuff, I can say, wow, all right, I spent $8,000 on Instagram stuff last year and got 0 return. Guess what I'm not doing this year? Instagram, stuff like that. So you gotta be smart about where you have tested things out, and you also have to be willing to take risks and test things out. So one interesting thing we found was, like I said, like Instagram, I did it wrong, 100%, and that's on me. But it didn't work. All the time and effort and management that I spent there didn't work. And then we shifted to the content strategy a bit, and we actually found that I was getting more direct leads and traffic off of rescheduling 12 tweets over and over and over again. We've gotten like over 1,000 clicks on Twitter in like 2 months. So my objective was, traffic, leads, grow the business. And all that crap I wasted my time on Instagram, if I had just started with something else earlier, I would have been a lot better off. So when you look back on your past actions, your past results, you start to see all these pieces coming together. You say, okay, if the input was, I hired an Instagram manager, I did this and that, I paid some influencers for shout outs, that kind of stuff. And the output was freaking nothing. It fell flat. But if I say, okay, cool, then we switched our campaign over to some other platforms, and my inputs was X amount of content, my outputs was over 1,000 hits on my funnels. So cool, that was a good decision. Now we know that. So we can look at where that money got thrown down in the past, what happened as a result, and just be honest with yourself, be straight up. and you can make better decisions going forward. So this is where we get into the analyze and action part. So very first is analysis, looking through how everything went, and then you start to say, okay, cool, with this one little thing we did, this was the input, this was the action, this is what we did, and then out of that came blank. And you can start to look, okay, cool, maybe that was a good investment, whether it's time, energy, money, whatever. And then you can say, okay, cool, now that we have, seen that this action led to all of this, let's get some more action or some less action, or cut something off completely, or try a new strategy. And you can be a lot smarter about how you make your decisions in the future. So I got some action steps for you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this one short. Action steps for you guys. Number one, go back for 2018, break down all of your expenses, all of your revenue, look at the different revenue streams. If you have multiple revenue streams, look at all the expense categories, see where you are really spending, and be brutally honest with yourself. I don't care if you make $4,000 or $400,000 or $400 million. The better you know this stuff, the better you know where to make decisions going forward. And what I want you guys to really think of here is this is the most important category for you in analyzing your past behavior, actions, and results, inputs and outputs. And so for example, if I say, okay, if I run, 20 different Facebook ads to a certain offer, and I spend $10,000, and then I make back $50,000 as the output, I'm gonna keep doing that all day. But if I, spend $10,000 on a billboard and I make $0, I'm gonna not buy any more billboards, So I want you guys to write down, first up, take a look at your analysis of what happened last year. Really dive deep into the numbers, dive deep into the categories, see where your efforts were rewarded, and then look at what were the inputs that led up to those outputs. So if you post a podcast every day, and then you get 10,000 downloads, but if you start posting once a week and you only get 1,000 downloads, you might want to up your game again, start posting more, and just look at how your different efforts have gotten you these results. And run through this exercise with a friend, a mentor, your business friends, and just share ideas. Do a little brainstorm. You guys will learn a lot about yourselves, your spending habits, your action, and most importantly, what needs to come next for next year. So if you know that you ran some certain type of campaign or offer or whatever, and it worked, do it again. You don't have to recreate the wheel. So that's the message for you guys today. Get your money right. Be very honest with yourself about what happened last year, and start to make plans to put in new inputs to get new outputs. Sound good? All right, guys, hope you enjoyed real quick stream. And if you found some value in this, if you think these tips will help you make better decisions and make more money, just go ahead and drop a $sign down in the comments. I'm here to just help, share some advice. I got nothing to sell you. I'm not a financial planner or anything like that. But Rachel over at Empire Tax, she's amazing. So in case you missed that shout out earlier, Rachel at Empire Tax, their company is awesome. They're helping me out with tax, with CFO role, with payroll, with bookkeeping, all that stuff. And yeah, so hit them up if you guys need a great bookkeeper who actually knows their stuff and can help you get your stuff together too, make better decisions, make more money, all of that. So hit them up. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will catch you later. See ya.